Hi, today I would like to talk about the Xcode versioning system again, because for a while the Xcode was changing the way of handling the build numbers or current current project version number handling, and this was causing some problems. At first, the problem was that the build number on this general page of the project uh, was not really showing the CF bundle version, which was used in the script, which was updating the build number for the uploads to the App Store. So originally, the script what was used, and it was working for a while, was placed in the build phases under the run script section. And as you can see, it was using this plist body application to read and write into the plist file this CF bundle version. But at first, Apple was changing inside the Xcode the handling of this. So basically, the first thing was that the build number on the general page was coming from a configuration file of the Xcode, and was not using or not visualizing, let's say, the build number or the CF bundle version number anymore inside Xcode. So you were basically blindly running the build number updates, and you could only see it from the plist file. So if you open the info plist file, then you could see here the actual number. As you can see, the bundle version was showing the actual number. And of course, this was not really the nicest solution, but it was working. So whenever you archived your application, as you can see, if I'm going to the archives, then I have here this build number, which is of course a bit earlier, or one lower than this one here, because I already run another build before. So this number appeared here, and you could upload to the App Store the application without problems. But just recently, I was running into an issue that this build script here was generating failures, and it was saying that I don't have permission, or Xcode doesn't have permission to write into the info plist file. And whatever I did, so I placed it to different locations, because some forums were suggesting that you can't use your Google Drive directory, even if you have the local copy of your Google Drive. You can't use it because Xcode might have these permission problems with it. So I tried to move it into my home folder, but it was not working as well. So I had to look for another solution, which is basically overcoming this problem that Xcode cannot address anymore the plist file. And luckily, I could find a solution which was helping out here and basically solving all these issues with the versioning. So how this new versioning system works is actually not really new. Maybe it was new to me, but it might not be new for others. So it is actually using a configuration file and placing the current project version number into this file. So the first step is to change to this kind of working, that you need to generate this xcconfig file, which will hold the actual number for you. So this will be your versioning setup, let's say, or versioning configuration for Xcode. So how you can do this? You come to the file menu, new, and file from template, and here you need to go down to the other section, and inside the other section you have this configuration settings file, and once you click on the next, okay, it takes some time, but it starts to generate the config file itself, and you need to select where you want to have this target. I would recommend to put it under your project directory. In the original script it was under the project directory / another directory, which for me did not work, so I was using simply the project directory. So I'm not generating again this file, I have it already here. So you can see I named it config xcconfig. You can name it whatever way you want, and basically you need to use this later on like this. Okay, the next thing, so once you generated this file, it is usually empty with some remarks inside, but you don't need to worry about this. The script which we will create will add the let's say the variable what you want to change. It will add inside this file by the script, so you don't need to do anything with it right now. So the next step is that you need to come here inside the project page. You need to select the project itself, and not the targets but the projects, and under the info tab you have the configurations section, and originally you don't have anything here, so it's set to none. But once you come here, you open down this debug and release sections at the project level. So at the top level of this, you need to select the config file what you generated. So once you come here to this combo box, let's say, then you need to select the config file. So originally it's unknown, but you will see this config file listed what you generated, and you need to select that, and you need to do it for both debug and release as well. So once this is done here, it's actually ready. If you might have the old script for your targets, so I had it here under the build phases, and I also had another target here where I also had to use this to have the revision numbers consistent, and also the bundle identifier or project version number updated as well. I was using that script for that as well, but I don't need it anymore. So these were deleted. So you should see still here at the bottom of your build phases the run script portion, but you should delete those because these are not needed anymore. So with this you set up the config file for the project, and then the next thing is that at the build settings you need to find the current project version. If you type current, then you have the current project version here under the versioning, and here you should select the top level again, and here you can see right here a number in my case, but if you were using the old script, it's typically empty. It's not used. So what you need to type in here is this one. So you need to use the system variable current project version, and this variable will be written inside the config file with the current version number. So you just need to type this in and press enter at the end. And if you don't have any number inside the config file yet, then this will not show anything. But don't worry about this, because once you will run the first time the script, this will generate for you a number. You can start with a number which you or what you had from your previous builds. You can set it up as the first number, and then later on you can increase this number. So so once you set this up here in the build phases, and also of course if you have other targets, then you should also do it for the other target, and then this will make sure you know that this number will be always the same. Okay, so now we set up the build settings, we set up the project setting, and now we need to set up the script itself, which will generate the number. So you need to go for this to the product, and here at the shames you need to edit the shames, and here you have many different shame settings, but what we need is the build. Of course, if you don't want to change the actual current project version number at the build time, but only maybe at archive time, then you can put this pre-action from here to the archive. Or if you just want to change the build number when you might run your application. So basically, if you develop your application and you make some builds, but you don't want to run the application, and you check if everything is okay, the application is compiling as needed, then and then you want to just run the application, then you can put this pre-action under the run code, and then this will generate for you the build number increase when you only start a debug run. But in this case, if you are not putting it under the build, then you also need to put it under the archive, or you can use what you were running last time, and you don't want to increase at the archive. Then it's up to you. So basically, as you want to set up your versioning system. I typically increase the number at every build. So even if I'm running the application, archiving the application, I always update the build number, or this current version number, or current project version. So once because if you don't have any pre-action before, you can start with pressing this button here, because typically then this pre-action page here is empty, and then when you click on this one, you can select if you want to have a script action or send an email action. But I don't know why we should send an email action, but anyway, I set up the run script action, and then you will get an empty script here with this shell, that what shell will be run by the script, and this provide build setting from is actually empty. So here you need to select your target, and when you open it up, you can see that we can take the configuration file, or we can get this from this project itself. So you need to set this, otherwise the script will not run properly and will not update the number. So the first thing in my script, The version number, or the current project version number, is a simple integer number, and I'm increasing it at every build, as I said. So the file itself is set up for this one, but you can change this. Actually, the revision number, what you want to have here, you can generate as you want, and then you can plug it into the to the current project version variable inside the config file, and then that will be used for the versioning number. But let's go through the script itself. So at first I'm selecting or defining what is the config file. So here I take the project directory. So this is a built-in variable of Xcode, and I'm adding under this the path to the config file itself. So this one is the config file here. Then I let's say setting up the starting number. If I don't have anything inside the file, which I will check with the next command. If there is nothing inside, then the build number will start from 1, and that will be the first number. This will be written into the file, and at the next run, the next command should work properly. So here I have another variable, the current variable, which I try to load from the file itself. So you can see that I'm trying to take this variable from the config file, so from this one, and I cut out the number from the end of it. If I have this number set up, so I could get a number, then I can increase this number, and I can use inside the build number variable this new number. If I don't have the number inside the file, of course this section is skipped, and then I'm using the original build number as 1. And then I just need to write it into the file with the echo command. So this will be written into the file, current project version equal to build number, and then I need to give the file itself. So again, I could be using here the config file, doesn't matter, it's basically the same like here, but I could use here just simply config file like this one, and then the number is written into the file. And then there is another echo command, which is just showing inside the log file of the build that the number is generated. But if you are okay and everything set up properly, then you should see this number inside the general tab or inside the build settings tab as well, that the increased number is appearing inside this. So that's it. Basically with this the versioning is set up, and as you can see, I already have here the 2403, and whenever I run a build, this number is increasing. So you can see that it's already 2004. Okay, the build is still running, but because we put it in the pre-build section, it's running at first, changing the variable inside, and as you can see, this is not a fixed number here. It's actually the current project version which we have here inside the config file. So you can see here as well that it's already written here, and you can also see it in here in the project file under this one. And yeah, so whenever you run this build, okay, it's now increased, but you can't see it let's say changing here, because you need to jump from the tab to another tab and go back again, and then you can see that it was changed. And of course this is also changing when you are making a run command, or you want to debug the file. This is again changed, so it should be 6, yeah, 2406. Okay, we don't run the application now. I'll stop it. And of course when you archive it, with the archive you also get this increase. So if I'm going here again, now it's 7, so 2007, and in the build you get the 2407 as well. So this is running well. If you don't like this numbering, of course you can have a different one, and for this I also have another solution. I will copy it from another build. So this one is also something which you might like. So here, if I'm going to the shame, oops, not edit shame, sorry. So we go back to the pre-action, and here I change this build number simply to this one, actually adding the seconds here. And then of course with this one the versioning will change to, just changing this to have it a bit shorter. So with this one we take the current date from the system and the current time, and the build number will be that. And now I will take out this one because of course we don't want to increase this. This will be now a very simple date and time solution for the build number. So once we run it, and let's go to the build settings because this will be more visible here. Okay, so now this was the old one, and now when I'm running it, it should change, but sometimes I have this issue that it's not the actual one. Let's see what. Okay, it was changed here, but it was not changing here. Let's run it again. Maybe next time it's changing. Okay, now it's changing. So I don't know why it's like this. If you have a number, then it's changing immediately. If you change it to this version, then it takes two runs to get it changed. So with this one, I have the date here and the time here, and every time I'm running this this build, it's changing to the actual time. So as you can see, just a few seconds passed and I have another number. So it depends on what you like better. This one also works for this solution, and here you can see that it's pretty much the same what we have here. I like much better the simple serial numbering. I started with this and I don't want to change to this time and date, but it's up to you. Basically what you like better, you can use that in your application. So this is the let's say the Failsafe versioning system for the XCode. So far I didn't have any problem with this. If you might have issues with the old one, you should change over to this one, because then you overcome this this sandboxing issues with the XCode compile and build system. So with this, I think we covered the everything in this tutorial for the versioning. If you enjoyed the tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And with this, I wish you happy coding and see you next time. Goodbye.